Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. With the third consecutive tallest single-day spike of infections, India's COVID tally jumped to 1,31,868. According to the government update, after 147 patients losing their fight against the lethal infections in the past one day, death toll across the nation now stands at 3,867. The government said novel coronavirus death toll in Delhi rose to 261 on Sunday, while the number of infections climbed to 13,418 with 508 new cases. Himachal Pradesh has recorded 10 more cases of COVID-19, taking the tally in the state at 196. 4 of the fresh cases were reported from Una and 1 each from Bilaspur, Chamba, Mandi Kangra, Hamirpur and Solan district. All the new cases had recently returned from other states, including 6 from Mumbai, 3 from Delhi and 1 from West Bengal. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare issued guidelines for international travel arrivals to India, which include 14 days mandatory quarantine. The 14-day quarantine includes 7-day institutional quarantine at own cost, followed by 7 days of home isolation. The guideline came a day after Union Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Puri stated that the government was trying to restart international flight operation by mid-June or July. Earlier, the Civil Aviation Ministry allowed resuming domestic flights from May 25. India had planned all international flights to control the spread of COVID-19, which was affected more than 1 lakh people across the country. Denying the reports of detention of Indian troops by Chinese army, Indian Army issued a formal denial on the issue. On Saturday, the army had termed the media reports about detention of an Indian troop as inaccurate. This comes after it was reported that Indian troops were held back briefly with weapons seized by the Chinese in Pongin Taso, a lake in the eastern Ladakh region at the line of actual control, where a scuffle took place on May 5 and 6. The area has been tense since then, when China enhancing its patrol boats in the lake that is under dispute. Investments through participatory notes in the domestic capital market increased to Rs 57,100 crore as of April 30, after falling to over 15 years low at the end of preceding month. P-notes are issued by registered foreign portfolio investors to overseas investors who wish to be the part of Indian stock market without registering themselves directly. They, however, need to go through a due diligence process. According to the SEBI data, the value of P-note investments in Indian market, equity, debt, hybrid security and derivatives stood at Rs 57,100 crore until April, while the same was Rs 48,006 crore at the end of March. The figure at March end was the lowest level of investment since October 2004, when the total value of P-note investments in Indian market stood at Rs 44,586 crore. The lower figure in March comes amid significantly volatility in broader market on concerns over coronavirus-triggered recession. Of the total, Rs 57,100 crore invested through the route till April, Rs 46,165 crore was invested in equities, Rs 10,619 crore in debt, Rs 177 crore in the derivative segments and Rs 139 crore in hybrid securities. That is all for the today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.